beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the pool house is torn apart, okay? It's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam, okay? I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask to interview Tommy.
In all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face? I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume drawing. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But, like, it just...
Uh-oh. Hard at work. This is hard at work.
Messed up now.
Your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chasing off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh, wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
The night.
Get ready for the
live now while I'm trying to get my job
There's a
done.
reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you already get canceled. You already know. I'm not the one.
I already hold you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
no,
this. You don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network, and she's stocking.
Doing a lot of texting at work, yeah, right? Because this is my job.
No,
I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what the
multitasking.
You know what the reality is. She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Yes, Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God! All right. Restart the stream. Restart. Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome. Oh, God. It's just me and Marcus in here? Oh, man. Please help me out. Not just Marcus. Marcus, notice my comment. You want to comment now? Well, I had to go live. Because this is, listen, harassment on the internet is not funny. That's not funny. But hypocrisy and pearl clutching is when they can't keep that same energy towards Moses, Ingram, or Bree. Now they're huge victims. Hey, Tim Soul. Sarvesh Raj Ganesh Raj. Hey, Sarvesh Raj. I still wish Gina the best, but oh, come on. This is a huge publicity stunt. Can you imagine? And please smash the hell of a like button. But can you imagine if Brie Larson, listen, I don't want anyone going after Gina Carano on social media, sending any harassing or mocking her. But if you star in a film as cringe as My Son Hunter, people are going to make fun of it on the internet. And the people that are complaining the most like the geeks and gamers, the Nimbrodics, the quarter pounders, their audience like to make fun of people. And they like to laugh at really, really cringe stuff in entertainment. So if you're going to use that same, if you're going to laugh at cringiness and how pathetic it is, I'm sorry. I didn't see the movie. The trailer is freaking cringe as all hell, especially Gina Carano's acting in the trailer. Now, what do I mean by goes full Disney Star Wars? Jeremy, in the video that we're going to react to, pretty much does the Lucasfilm, everything that they complain about Lucasfilm, going to bat for Gina Carano, the way Lucasfilm and Star Wars went to bat for Moses Ingram and Brie Larson and Kelly Marie Tran. But it's someone they like and it's on their team. So they're going to do the same playbook. That Hunter Biden film sucks. Listen, make a Hunter Biden film. I'm not defending Hunter Biden or Biden. Go right ahead. And it's not censorship because that shitty film is coming out. If only she self-deleted her own Twitter account when she lurked for Disney Star Wars. They also act like, what is she going to do? She has to get an act. I'm going to do the research on air, but I don't think she had much work in the acting on her IMDb before Cara Dune. I know she was in a movie with Henry Cavill back. Hold on, let me look this up, and then we're going to look at Twitter, and then we're going to react. I'm going to bring up Gina Carano's IMDb. Again, I don't want her to get any harassment or anything. I just think these hypocrites need to keep that same energy for when it's when it's anyone in the entertainment industry, like Moses Ingram, like Brie Larson, like Kelly Marie Tran. And they should be empathetic towards everyone. But no, they say you're trying to paint us fans in a certain light. Okay. Let me see. Let's bring up her IMDb first. No, I think she does. She works with all the, Breitbart now. It's not that she's canceled per se. It's that she doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on going around the right-wing circuit with Daily Wire, Breitbart, and then her associations with Nerdrotic and Quartering and Geeks and Gamers is not going to help you, because all they do is shit on potential employers' businesses consistently. Why would you want to hire someone that frequently collaborates and associates with just absolute fucking trolls? We know what they are. That hurt her. But now this big thing. I told you this comment was coming. Biden didn't censor. They didn't take away her Twitter. They're acting like it's a big conspiracy that Biden doesn't want this shitty documentary coming out. I'm honestly interested in, what Hunter Biden did, but I don't want to watch this crappy movie. Hey, Jade, how's it going? So let's bring up her IMDb just to see her prolific career. There's not much there because I pre-watched this video. I was gaming and I watched the Jeremy video, and he's like, what is she going to do? She has to take these roles in shitty movies. No, she is taking more roles than ever. Okay, The Mandalorian, Cara Dune. Madness in the Method. What is this? It's just some really low budget movie with the guy from Jay and Silent Bob. Kickboxer Vengeance. She was in Deadpool 2016. 2016 was a good year for her. I remember that. Kickboxer Vengeance is cool. And then where's the Haywire? Haywire was back in 2011. Now she's like taking everything. Terror on the Prairie, My Son Hunter completed, White Knuckle. There's not much there. Scorched Earth. Let me see what this is. Okay. A bounty hunter named Attica Gage tracks down criminals in a post-apocalyptic Earth. I don't know. I might want to see that. Maybe. Yeah, you're right, Jade. She's tanked her acting career before it even started. Okay, so let's react. Oh, let's go to Twitter first. So she's more active now than she used to be before. I mean, Disney was her best opportunity. Well, Deadpool, that was before she got hired there for Fox before Disney took over Fox. But that was such a great opportunity. And now she decides to go silent on Twitter. I'm like face palming. Like, why? Why would you do this now? Why would you do this now? This big publicity stunt, this adult pretender. I'm just keeping the same energy they do about all the other Hollywood they can't stand. This adult pretender is making a political statement like she's being silenced when she intentionally takes down her own Twitter account. And then all the tribalistic team sports simps on her side of politics are complaining about it, having that same energy, keeping that same energy as Disney Star Wars and Lucasfilm when someone on their team gets messages and stuff. But here's the difference. I'm not saying she deserves anything, but here's the difference. Can you imagine if Brie Larson starred in a film that was supposed to be going like a hit piece towards Trump? You know, what did Brie Larson and Moses Ingram? They just did their jobs. She went for. This is not taking. I don't believe, in my opinion, that this is just taking a role. Well, I heard her family's got a lot of money. It's not about the money, I don't think. All right, let's do the reacting now. You got to hear this. And I'm going to show you the proof of how much of a hypocrite that Jeremy from The Quartering is right after this. When I searched YouTube about, I brought that up first. Sorry. It's a little bit late. I'm going to do this reaction and I'm going to head to bed. Gina Carano fired. Forced off Twitter by insane leftists. Why couldn't he use that type of title for Moses Ingram or Kelly Marie Tran or Daisy Ridley? Keep that same energy. If you really don't like this behavior when it's for someone you like, be consistent. Okay, here we go. Bring us up here. Voltaire, listen, I don't blame her for taking the job. I'm not blaming her. I'm not, but she's taking more roles than ever now. She was not that active. And you can't tell me this wasn't she just happened upon this project. I'm sorry. Based on the way she gets political on her social media, everything that these fools hate, They hate it when adult pretenders inject politics in the stuff and send political messages, let alone be in movies that are extremely political. It's not a coincidence she ended up in this movie. It's probably yeah. I don't think she'd got listen. I don't think she's I think she's amazing and she's talent. She has a lot of physicality towards her, but I don't think she's in WWE shape anymore in her career. And I don't think she's trying to be either. And that's no shade on her. Like, you could still be an action star without being in WWE, but you got to be, I'm assuming you have to be at the top of your physical, prowess when you go into the WWE. She got political. Kaepernick. Okay, I guess that's fair. All right, let's react to this. I could see this coming a mile away that this is a big publicity stunt. Right before the movie's release. Although she could be getting a lot of shit on Twitter because the trailer came out and it's cringe. And that's not right. I didn't say that, Zeno. I didn't say that. Hey, you want to come on the show, just me and you? Why don't you come on the show, Zeno, if you want? Or would you rather be in the chat? I'll send it to you and you decide. Just me and you, Barler. I didn't say that. I just said she is not. See, she is not as top physically as she was to compete in the WWE. Although I don't have room to talk. I'm not in any physical. Oh, you said that. Oh, that's bullshit. All right. What's your thoughts on this, Voltaire, Jade, Tim, Zeno? How manufactured is this? Oh, she was deleted off Twitter, and people are so like they're being so extreme. Some of the stuff they're saying is like, I bet the president censored her and told Twitter to get her off Twitter because they're exposing the truth with this documentary. I don't even know if you could call it a documentary. It's like it almost seems like a Saturday Night Live skit. Okay. Well, I sent it to you, Zeno. You decide. All right, let's get to this Gina Carano vid.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and most of you know that I have a friendly relationship with Gina Carano.
That's why she's stuck. That is why she is stuck doing these extreme right-wing projects. That's why. Because honestly, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of conservative friends or even conservative YouTubers, but trolls, yeah. When you collaborate with trolls that constantly attack potential employers and make up shit and just constantly attack, and you're buddy with them, and there's so much visual proof of you just hugging them out at cons. There you go. Oh, wow, Zeno. How's it going, man?
Hey,
how you doing?
Am I too loud?
No, you're fine.
I'm fine. Am I too quiet?
See the hypocrisy here, Zeno?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just got here.
Oh. Well, now they're all complaining that Gina Carano was bullied off of Twitter when she basically just made her account private. And I don't approve of harassing anyone, including Gina Carano. But what did these fools say when it was Moses Ingram or Brie Larson or Kelly Marie Tran? This is why I said Jeremy's gone full Disney Star Wars. He's using the template He's complaining about what they're getting. And she is extremely a political activist, Gina Carano. I'm not saying she should be canceled. She is just as cringy as Hollywood is to me.
So I heard she was kicked off, and now you're saying that she
No, she wasn't kicked off. That's where the narrative is going. She wasn't kicked off.
It says this account doesn't exist.
I've known people. John Campy is I've known people, blue check marks that have done this before. Like John Campia did that, and then he came back later. You just take it away for a while. I've known.
Why do you think she privated it?
I think it's a publicity stunt to say, especially because of the Biden speech, and I'm not getting into politics there, but
oh my God, that speech was crazy.
And because of her movies coming out, Hunter Biden, the son of Son Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
And to try to do this like political statement that she's being censored or I guess the MAGA Republicans, because that's what Biden kept talking about. I have strong feelings that this is manufactured for the release of her my son Hunter.
What do you think
if she did actually if she got so much shit, which honestly because the trailer was so cringe. Did you see the trailer? Regardless if you don't like Hunter Biden and you don't like the Bidens, I don't care. I really don't. And there is something there. But the trailer was freaking cringe.
Like Biden's speech? Which was, what do you think of that speech? Because it was cringy as well as kind of demonic. Put it lightly.
I honestly don't think it's much different than a lot of, Trump speeches talking about the radical left. And,
and it had the lighting, the red lighting of evil.
I honestly think it was a conscious decision to try to embrace these. I'll be real. Here's what I think really has happened. Biden, his first year, really didn't talk about. He really tried to avoid the Trump topic. His numbers have gone to shit. People like to talk about Trump, whether you like him or you hate him. He always makes the news. So his approval rating is down. And then he got some things passed that got progressives excited. But the other thing that's going to get people to rally around you, especially if you're going to go for a second term, is to get a little more aggressive. So they haven't embraced this dark Biden meme because the memes really work for Trump. And I'll be real. The Trump memes are better. The Trump memes are better. There's a lot of Trump memes. So
I think they're both nuts. They're two dummies who are president. Biden is delusional. Trump is a troll. And the lesser of two evils, I guess, would be Trump because at least he's funny. It's funny.
Listen, I don't have arrangement syndrome, but I don't think he accepts reality on certain things. Like I do think he lost. I do think he lost, and I know that might be controversial to some. I think he lost.
Of course, he lost.
Yeah, and I don't like when people that to me is dangerous when you can't. And honestly, this whole Mar-a-Lago, man, we're getting into politics now, Zeno. But this Mar-a-Lago thing, I think a lot of it was, in my opinion, just a guess, is that he didn't want to admit to himself that he lost. And when they finally had to get him out of the White House, they packed him right away fast with all those documents in there because he was procrastinating and didn't want to believe. Like he's so adamant that he didn't lose. And he might've believed it, that he's like, what are you doing to his staff? Don't pack me up. I'm not going anywhere. And then by the time they had to pack it up, they just packed everything up. I'm thinking that's potentially what could have happened.
So you're defending him. That's good.
No, I'm not defending him. That doesn't mean that it's good to have things that are in the United States national security at risk for all the people that he brings around Mar-a-Lago. No, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that these people that come up with wild conspiracy theories of what he was going to potentially do with that info.
There's people saying he's a traitor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an old man being a puppet. I agree.
People are saying he's treason by doing stuff like that, and that is
I
a
would
big
watch.
word.
I would watch the Biden movie if the trailer wasn't so cringe. Like if it was. I mean, I'm not going to pay for it.
Treason
just like I
is
wouldn't want
punishable by death. So there's crazy people on both sides. So.
Oh yeah. They all are.
They're both nuts. Okay.
Well, this stream is. Hey, if you're watching on the replay, don't. We don't normally talk politics. We're just doing it at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I don't, I criticize all sides. I just don't like that when you can't even talk reasonably to people and they don't accept reality that much. Like, I think it was taken too far. I actually supported Trump when he went to go to the courts, and just like I supported Ray Fisher. And then when you don't accept the reality and you keep pushing and pushing, just like Ray Fisher did, I'm like, all right, I can't do this anymore. All
right, so let's not talk about politics.
Yeah. Why'd you bring that up? All right, let's watch this video.
Interviewed her out in Montana on the set of her new movie, and we exchanged pleasantries on Twitter. We're not like as close as she is with Jay, but I consider Gina a friend and an acquaintance. And I noticed this morning, or I guess late yesterday, that she had deactivated. Some people said banned, but this is definitely deactivated.
See, it's not
her
banned,
Twitter
right?
account.
He at least clears that narrative up, so you don't even have to hear it from me. He also says it in the video. So this is something she's decided to do. To clear that up.
And it looks like she had been basically relentlessly harassed and bullied.
Now,
by
all I want from these fools, is to keep that same energy when it's someone else in the entertainment industry that they don't agree with politically or that's in the entertainment. They go to bat for her all the time, and this is exactly what they can't stand about Disney and Lucasfilm when they defend their talent. And I don't want Gina to get any harassment. I don't. Do you see what? No, I mean, but
they're not.
Can you imagine if Brie Larson joined a Trump film trying to expose Trump? What she would get? I'm not saying that justifies what she's getting. What?
I couldn't even imagine her doing something like that.
No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't. But I'm just saying, can you imagine what she would get online if she did
because
that?
I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen. Yeah, whatever. But I don't think Brie Larson is a person that doesn't seem like she would be afraid of all this stuff. She wouldn't.
Well, Tim, this is exactly what they do. I don't want to be that. Show us the proof of the harassment. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just saying that they are doing exactly what Disney Lucasfilm does, and they can't stand it when Lucasfilm. You're blaming the fans. You're blaming the trolls. This is exactly why celebs need to stay out. Yeah, both sides.
And again, Gina's supposed to be this strong woman. Why is she afraid? Why is she hiding?
Because she's not afraid. I shouldn't say that. I say I don't think she's afraid. I think this is another political thing. Like, don't comply. I'm being censored. And I think this has to do something with both Biden's speech. It happened right after his speech. And then she has a movie coming out. And I think they all got the memo. I think that Jeremy, the quartering, I think all
the radical right grifters on YouTube got the same memo to put out this content about standing by Gina, and she was forced off Twitter. This is exactly it could basically see Moses Ingram was forced off Twitter by insane quartering fans,
That's crazy.
fans,
Twitter is progressive though. No, they're far left, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. That's ridiculous. So I don't know how that would fit.
I agree with this though. Yes. Well, if you are, just accept what's going to happen to you if you start getting political. No, doesn't defend harassment, but just understand what you're getting yourself into. I consciously try to stay away from politics. I've made mistakes in the past, and I'm like, no. And maybe this stream is a mistake in itself, but I'm happy you've joined me, Zeno, just to cover this.
Well, anyway, so you're just speculating right now, right?
Yeah.
We're speculating. We don't know for sure why Gina is gone. She could be scrubbing her account.
Yes. No, I am heavily speculating, but I mean, come on. Right after the Biden speech, and you know her commentary on social media before this, and the movie she's associated with. I don't think she just picked the movie because she had a job. Do you think she just picked that she needed a job? I think that's part of it. What's that?
I don't even know if she had a job.
Well, I'm saying this, Hunter Biden, I don't think she just showed up because she just needed another job. I think it's more like this is in line with her political activism. In my opinion, it's in line with her vibe of politics on social media.
She, frankly, she barely has any activism. She just copies what other people say and reposts them.
Okay.
She's really not that bright of a person.
I still wish her the best, but honestly, if you're going to do this leaving Twitter, why couldn't she have done this for Lucasfilm? She hadn't made Zeno.
Well, she's dumb.
She was in Deadpool, and she was in Mandalorian. And she wouldn't get off Twitter then, but now she decides to.
Well, again, we don't know exactly why.
Yeah, exactly. This is I mean, of course, I don't have the proof, but I'm like the day after, not even the day, it is not even 24 hours after that speech. And all of a sudden, it's to sell the movie. Yeah. I mean, if it is actually for that, that's a smart plan, is to say, where's Gina Carano? Where's Gina Carano? Well, we know for sure she's in this movie, Hunter son of Biden, or what, My Son Hunter. She's not on Twitter, but she is in My Son Hunter.
Is it a comedy? What kind of movie is this?
No, I think it's supposed to be serious. I don't think it's supposed to be a comedy or anything. It's supposed to be like.
Is this the movie where there's a picture of a Biden impersonator sniffing her?
Yes.
So that seems like parody to me.
No, but they're I think they're being like it's not. I don't think their intention's parody. I think
it has to be because she's older. She's not a kid, right?
Oh, Zeno with the jokes. Zeno with the jokes, Joseph. All right, that was funny. Was that a joke?
I guess, yeah.
All right, yeah, no, yes, but you're right.
Yes,
I think it's unintentionally. I think it could actually be funny unintentionally. Jade liked that. Wow, Jade's.
I don't think Gina is his type.
Huh?
I don't think Gina is his type because one, she's older, and two, she's, bigger.
Oh, okay.
She's not petite like his usual sniffing posts.
Well, to be fair, Trump had some weird, cringy stuff with that swimmer. Did you see that?
No. I don't know anything about that.
Well, I could show you proof. I already showed it to other people. It was like a month ago. There's, how, and another topic that I don't want to get into. is trans people getting into swimming and competing with women. I don't want to get into that topic. I don't.
Don't
I
ask
just don't. No,
don't
I don't.
want-
No,
what I
I don't want to know what you are going to say about it. I don't. I don't want that headache. I'm just saying that's a controversial topic. So there's this woman that goes around and has a big issue with it, and she shows up at a lot of Trump rallies. And Trump said, "Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful." And then he brings her up to this podium to speak, and he tries to lean in for a kiss, and she stiff arms him twice. It's and I'm just saying, if you're gonna, I say keep that same energy. If you're gonna criticize, creepy Biden, there's a creepy Trump too. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy.
That seems to be the type of actions that happen with old guys.
Yeah,
They
you're
get
right.
old.
You're right.
Yes.
And I'll be real. My grandfather's that's no longer with us. Sometimes he could be pretty creepy. Like young waitresses or stuff. I'm like, ugh.
And they just get into your business. They lean over when you're eating.
Yes.
What's that?
Yes.
Get out there.
Oh, Melania. Yeah, you're probably right. Do you want to see that? It's let me see if I can even find it.
All right.
Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. All right.
Anything's better than Jeremy.
Well, no, I'm bringing. Oh man, there's a storm. There's a storm outside.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, this past week has been in the 90s and the hundreds.
I don't know. I don't want to get electrocuted being on a.
No, it's just super hot out here in California.
All right, here now. If you're gonna call Biden creepy, I don't care. I do not care. But yeah, former President Trump called swimmer Riley Gaines up on stage at a conservative conference, but she tried to give her a kiss. She flinched and pulled away, and she basically stiff-armed him. And then I saw the full video somewhere else. This is just a clip. I'm only doing this because it's a minute long. I've played this clip before. But he actually tried to do it twice. Before, when she came up to give the speech, and then after. And she stopped him from kissing her twice.
How long ago was this?
Like a month ago. Well, you do know that there's some factual stuff with those beauty pageants that he used to do. He used to walk in when the girls getting dressed. You do know that, right? When he used to run the.
If he owned the place, I mean, you know.
Well, that doesn't justify it. Just walking in when young women are getting dressed and undressed.
Oh, is there video of that?
No, I don't. You're right. I don't have all the facts there. All right.
You know,
I've heard that consistently though. Quest X $5. I would just like to say what happened to Gina Carano is a perfect example of what happens when your ego surpasses your ability to read the room. Good comment, Quest.
But what happened to her? She turned it off herself.
I know that's what I don't want to laugh at her, Zeno, but I kind of do. I'm like, why couldn't you just do this when you worked for Disney? I mean, I was rooting for her. If they brought her back, I would totally say yes.
Yeah, it shows that she's capable of shutting the fuck up.
Yes. When it makes for a political statement, yes. But not when not when her employer asks her to.
She only shuts up when it suits her.
Thank you, Quest X. I appreciate that. But yeah, your ego surpasses your ability. Read the room. Exactly. And it's not as much as I don't even think yes, there is a left-leaning political angle on Hollywood, but it also really just depends on your popularity and how much of a star you are, really. Honestly. There's definitely the political. Okay. Play the video. All right.
Largest applause I've ever heard. Come on up here. Look at this. Look at this.
Nope.
I'm watching on the delay, so.
I'll keep it short, and I'm just gonna say, keep female sports female.
Well, did she really nudge him away?
Yes, she did it again too. Come on, if you don't see that, and then you see the sniffing.
She looked uncomfortable. So
Yeah. And she did it twice. I saw the whole
But
thing.
at least he didn't go in to like play with her hair or stick his nose on her neck.
No. You're right. And like you said, some of these old men are very creepy. They just it's not justifying what they do. Like I know my grandfather before he passed, we'd sometimes go out to eat or something. I'm like, not all the time, but maybe he had a drink that day or something, and I'm like, where did that come from? Sometimes they can just be creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she looked pretty uncomfortable. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see
Wesley.
her stiff arm, like Voltaire is saying. I agree with that, but she didn't. She wasn't into it.
Okay.
I think he was just doing what he thought was a normal gesture.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's bring up the quarterings then. See what else he has to say here, and then I'll show you what he does about his thumb. We're not going to watch it, but I'll show you his content on the search for Moses Ingram. Basically the same type of subject.
But seemed to be like a ton of bots over her part in a documentary about, well, the president's son, and a documentary, an important documentary that now we're going to have a bit of a Streisand effect going on, and we're going to talk about that after a quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic and use promo code.
I do think it's going to have a Streisand effect, but I think that's part of the marketing campaign. I think this is totally part of the marketing, especially with Breitbart involved. Breitbart's very political. I think I think it's a collaboration. My opinion, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize.
Well, Breitbart is right wing.
Yes.
Or associated with that.
Yeah. They made the film.
Yeah, she's in it. Yeah. Well, okay, that makes sense.
The quartering to save an extra 10% today.
This was over.
You see this article. Twitter is tearing apart Gina Carano's latest project.
Yeah, because it's.
I think though it's deeper and more nefarious than them just not liking the movie. The project that it brought to light.
Now this I didn't watch this part. Automatically, I already have a problem with this. Because he's doing all kind of conspiracy theories, except it being just cringe. Anyone that's seen the trailer can't. I'm sorry, I guess it's subjective, but you can't tell me this trailer's not effing cringe. Like you saw that image with the creepy Biden in the car sniffing her.
I saw that, but whatever he's talking about, I didn't understand what he said because you stopped the video.
I'm sorry. There's something more nefarious going on, is what he's suggesting.
Oh.
This is like all the people on Twitter. They are censoring her. No, you just admitted at the beginning of the video that she decided to do it herself. How's that nefarious if she did it herself?
Project. Yeah. I think though it's deeper and more nefarious than them just not liking the movie. The project that it brought to light a lot of interesting facts about the son of a president, who many believe has been selling influence for some time. Even like the lightest of enlightened brains out there wonder, gee, I wonder why we're happen to be sending billions of dollars to a country where he happened to work for so long. I don't know. I'm sure some related.
No, that is actually interesting. Yes, that there's so much money go to Ukraine for the war effort, and that's where part of this controversy comes from. I don't know what to say about it, but yeah. And I say investigate all the politicians, Zeno. Investigate them all.
Well, to me, they're all the same.
Yeah, exactly. I think so too.
They don't care about status. They're all narcissists. And
well, that doesn't mean that she shouldn't have her opportunities, though. Figure drawing. Yeah. I heard that her family's pretty well to do. My my opinion is that she's taking all these rules because it aligns with her political activism.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
All
I
right,
believe
that's my opinion.
I believe she's taking those rules because that's all she can get right now. She screwed her career because of her ego. She couldn't shut up.
Yeah.
Getting the bottom of the barrel
But
stuff.
she wasn't like active in the industry before.
She was never active.
She had a few roles here and there, but that's it. And now she's just taking roles all over the place.
She got the big role. She got to be on Star Wars, and then she looked more important. And then she could use her voice to talk to everybody. And she's young and dumb, and you know the rest. And so she thinks she's gonna touch people. She thinks she knows what she's talking about, and she's gonna talk about all kinds of nonsense. And because she's young and has a big ego, she's not going to let anybody tell her what to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what else he has to say here.
The rise and fall of Gina Carano's career, I don't believe it's falling, is likely like driving by a car. It's unpleasant to witness, but impossible to look away from. Although she first entered the spotlight as an MMA.
Honestly, I think she could have recovered more after that last project. If projects like the Daily Wire one, but if she takes another one just like this right after this Hunter Biden one, and it's such cringe, I don't think it's going to get worse and worse.
And she's not a good actor.
No, she's not. I mean, she's
not
like
a starring
person. I'd like to hang out with her. She'd be fun to hang out with, but not a good actress. Good action.
She's a bit character, like a secondary character. She's not a co-star.
She's not a
star. She'll never be a main star. Other than these dumb political movies, and they're horrible, apparently.
Okay.
Artist Gina Carano's career skyrocketed to new levels when she appeared as a tough as nails.
I loved her debut in Mandalorian. I was all about that character.
In The Mandalorian, the character was so popular that there was even talk about a Cara Dune spin-off series by Collider. However, her involvement in any future Star Wars projects came to a screeching halt after the actress posted a series of controversial comments, being pro-freedom. And many of those statements, by the way, that everybody lost their mind over at the time kind of ended up being true, didn't they? Including some phobic ideology, the whole beep boop bop thing. Oh my God, that was the lightest milquetoast take ever. False claims of misinformation about the coup, and deeply troubling remarks, equating holding conservative values to the hardship faced during the Second World War. Carano was, I'm not going to even address all those ridiculous ways of framing this. We've already done that a million times. It's all baloney, right? No. Carano certainly made a name for herself as persona non grata despite her.
Wait. What's that, Zeno?
No, it isn't baloney. It's the milk toast, whatever comment. Okay, that could be true if you're just alone. You're not employed by a major motion picture studio. You're just speaking your mind on Twitter about trans stuff, whatever, the beep bop boop thing. But she is part of Disney, and they told her to shut the hell up about it. That's in her contract to shut up about stuff like that. And then she did. Did it offend anybody? Probably not. But
we also spoke with Sean O'Rourke, and he pretty much says this is in everyone's contracts now. Yeah, everyone in the entertainment industry.
Of course.
So if you don't like it,
she knew the rules, she broke them, and she paid the consequences.
You might think it's stupid, but if your employer wants it, I do lots of dumb things for my employer that they want, certain things a certain way. I don't always agree with it, but
people get fired for breaking the rules at work.
Yes,
cultural rules.
Well, I mean, that's what. Listen, the cancel culture does exist, but now, just like everything's an attack. Now everyone gets canceled. No one gets fired anymore. They get canceled.
She wasn't canceled.
Some people just get fired or not contract extended. It wasn't even fired. She just didn't get an extension. Her contract was up, and they didn't see any reason to because she,
Despicable behavior. Yes, a few tweets is certainly despicable. It looked like Carano's found herself a new niche, although the politically charged nature of her career path has inspired a wave of criticism on the internet. Gina Carano starring in a defamatory film about the Biden family. Oh, that's an interesting thing to say. I mean, I guess you'll have to watch it. I guess you'll have to watch the movie My Son Hunter and decide if you think it's defamatory.
No, you don't think anyone is?
No.
I mean, I would listen if there was a really legit movie about it and it didn't seem like a parody, that it looked so awful and the acting wasn't cringe, and it was like a smoking gun on the Bidens or something, I would watch it. But it just seems cringe as hell. Cringe as hell.
And no significant amount of people will be watching it. It will be watched by her fans, her political fans, that is, the left or the right. A few people, but probably not all of them. Just like those DeSouza films criticizing the left, Hillary Clinton, and the history of the Democrats and all that stuff. That's sold to right-wing people. And
no, I've
all of them, just a few. It doesn't change anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't make headlines.
Should we invite Enosh on?
Why?
I don't know. He's up. He's been busy
Does he
lately.
want to come?
I'll give him a link if he wants to pop in a few minutes. I miss him. He's been busy. He's been real busy with his family and stuff. But no. He started
hot toy dolls to play with.
Not yet. We have to review it together.
Are you guys gonna dress them?
It is labor. I don't. There's not any more outfits for the hot toys. Maybe it does come. I don't think it comes with multiple outfits. I think it's just
it has real cloth outfits, so yeah, you would think they would come off. Aren't you curious what's under there?
No, not really. I don't want to. You want to see how accurate the hot toy is, Zeno?
Yeah. So
okay, Enosh, did you hear that? We have to really review it and go go under the uniform. Take it off. This is what Zeno's asking about the review of the hot toy. But no, he's going back to substitute teaching this week. He's got a lot of family responsibilities. He's also a pastor. I think his church does a lot of community activities as well. I'm assuming that they hang out. But the Pedro thing, I think they told something to Pedro and then he kind of stopped.
Of course,
that's my opinion, and he's a better known actor.
You see any more stuff come out of Pedro's mouth? Anything political?
And honestly, I think the other people say, "Oh, no one cares about the fundamental." I think if you go around and hang out with the people that constantly shit on your employers and hug them at conventions and all stuff, unfortunately, yes, it is guilt by association, and that's not cool. But that make up lies about your employers too. These people consistently make up lies, and there's all kinds of visual proof with her hanging out with Jeremy, Ryan Kinnell, this Jeremy too, hugging Nerdrotic, and they constantly lie about her employers and make up shit. It's not going to help you keep your job. I think they
on the flip side, they hang out with her, but they also will hang out with entertainment people that they're supposedly against, just like that whole Zack Snyder thing. I think that, if a person that they didn't like say Ryan Johnson or J.J. Abrams, they had a chance to meet them, I think they'd be totally cordial and polite, shake their hand, not say a thing, not criticize.
But I honestly, Geeks and Gamers she collaborated with Geeks and Gamers before they made the announcement that she wasn't coming back. Before. I remember the time frame before.
Those people were talking about, what are you doing talking to Geeks and Gamers? You're ruining your career.
Absolutely. I think it hurt. Didn't help, that's for sure.
Nah.
I mean, they're
Disney
jokes.
is aware of the
I
family.
mean, they're not
name,
afraid of them, but
but
they
they're-
don't. They don't want to
Exactly.
be associated with them. They know what they do to their employees. They constantly go after their employees and make up shit. So, all right, let's see what else he has to say here.
I haven't seen it yet, but now I feel like maybe I should.
Okay.
It appears to be what's left of Gina Carano's career is in the hands of the one group of people she still isn't upset. Carano is set to appear in a forthcoming film, My Son Hunter, a flick produced by Breitbart, a conservative news outlet. The film's plot stems from the former president, claims and this and that and the other stuff. Ahead of the movie, the internet can't help but marvel about her for fall from grace. Gina Carano had the best role for someone with her very limited acting ability and has ever landed, and she ruined it for herself by being a stupid a-hole. Now she's downgraded to C role in right-wing hate fiction, which honestly fits better with her talent. Well, which was it? Is she talented or
no? She's not talented. I think she's talented with action, somewhat. But honestly, I think she was C. Now she's D level. Oh wow, we have Enosh here.
She's not talented when she opens her mouth.
Hey Enosh, how's it going, brother?
Dude, I'm so busy.
Yeah, I know. We talk on the phone. I understand. A lot of times you're dealing with like church family events. It's hard.
I'll tell you what, man. Every Saturday in August, we did an event where like we did an event where we gave out backpacks for kids and school supplies and haircuts, because we have people in our church that do haircuts and stuff for free for families, and face painting and food, and handed out coffee to people. And yeah, man, like every weekend we were somewhere this last month. So
have you ever been on a stream with Zeno?
I don't think I actually have. That's kind of the crazy thing.
No, Enosh is trying to get me on his show constantly.
Well, he had some recommendations for the review. He wants to see them undressed to see how accurate the hot toys are.
I heard that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's hey.
Aren't you curious, Enosh?
I wasn't until you said it.
I am kind of curious to see what Superman's packing. I mean, but that's like the
your 10-inch Super. Remember the 10-inch Superman?
I'm going to be giving away a 10-inch He-Man.
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, no, whole 10 inches.
Well, the idea behind this stream, Enosh, was they go full Disney Star Wars.
Carano.
They're doing everything that they complain about Disney Star Wars when they defend their talent getting harassment. And basically, she was not kicked off Twitter. She decided to deactivate her Twitter.
But don't you know, if you leave, then you're forced off.
Yeah, exactly. That's the narrative. But and I wish her the best. But did you see the trailer for My Son Hunter?
Mm-mm.
It's super cringe.
You're not going to make us watch that, are you?
No, I'm not. It's like really like her, especially her scenes. Jade, be careful there.
10 inches does the job. Well, it also
then
can
some.
kill you. It can kill you. It can cause fissures, tears.
Oh God, no! All right. I don't want to know that.
Yeah, you don't want to. Well, you don't want to go all in. You want to.
No. Just
pace yourself.
But all I'm asking, Enosh, is they keep the same energy when something happens to Moses Ingram or Daisy Ridley or Brie Larson, because they're so upset and distraught for her.
I'm sorry, I just read what Jade put.
What?
Well,
okay. Wow. Wow. This is much more entertaining than Geeks and Gamers. Jeez, this is getting kind of blue here at 4 a.m. over here at the MME.
Wow, Jade, that was amazing. I didn't see that.
Wow.
All right,
I've got a story I can never tell.
I have a similar story.
Oh yeah. I felt horrible, but I'll tell you what, someone's 30th birthday was memorable.
Oh,
My story was disturbing.
no, Jade, that was excellent timing.
No, that was excellent. That was excellent, Jay.
See, she comes up with the zingers just like you, Zeno, every once in a while.
Thank you, Marcus.
I don't know.
appreciate it.
Now
Like it?
Zeno's gonna get upset. I come up with all
Well,
the
you know,
zingers.
Jade's an older woman, so she's seen some things.
Jade's
Okay.
comfortable. Jade's comfortable with herself.
Yeah.
She's
Marcus
done.
wants to know when you're going to stream again. Soon.
Yeah, soon. Maybe tomorrow night.
All right.
Yeah. It's just like I
Sunday?
said, like this last week, man, I went back to substitute teaching and working in the school,
Which is
and-
awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was just a blast being back and being with everybody and seeing everybody and the kids and everything, and that was great. But man, I tell you what, I did a few days. I did like 3 days because I'm working in the school. I'm doing like many different things, right? So sometimes I'm in a classroom, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm assisting getting people from one place to another. And so, man, every day I walked about 12 to 13,000 steps. And
great.
yeah, dude. So I was walking like 5 miles a day, and 5.5 miles a day. So it was good. It was good, man. But yeah, it's just been busy, like I said, between church, between school now, between family and everything else,
Don't worry. I appreciate you being up, Matt, but Zeno's here, so I'm not going to bring you on just because I know you guys don't get well along. And I promised Zeno it was just going to be him, but I thought he'd accept Enosh.
I always accept Enosh.
Me and Zeno get along great. By the way, Zeno, your T-shirt's on the way.
Yeah, you told. Yeah, I got the message.
Yeah, and we'll get you the other one on the way too.
Bless your
right.
heart,
Cool.
Enosh. Tony says, "Bless your heart."
Thank you, Tony.
Well, what's your thoughts on this, Enosh? With how hard they're going to bat for Gina when they completely do the defense for trolls when it's the opposite side of entertainment. Some they don't like.
Look,
they are.
Go
ahead.
I was just gonna say I believe in calling it the way it is. Look, either side, if they're wrong, they're wrong, and she made comments. She made statements as a public figure. Her bosses asked her not to go certain places with it, and she defied that. And I know that like we want to act like oh well, nobody can tell me what to do. This is America. I'm free, whatever. And we are free to a point, but you still when you represent a company, and anybody who's worked for anybody knows this.
Companies I've worked for
just because you're
consistently want things that I think are stupid. That I just do it because I want to keep my job.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think people both on the left and the right need to shut up.
Well, yeah. And the funniest thing is, if she would have just done this, if she would have just self-deleted her Twitter, then she would still be at Lucasfilm.
Yeah, I just
That's
like
now.
Gina.
That's when like now you do it. Now you do it. You could have just.
I like Gina. I think eventually Gina will be back. But I like Gina, but the thing is like I said,
no, she's not going to come back if she does a few more projects like this. That's how bad the trailer was.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You'd be surprised, bro.
No,
you'd be surprised.
Is freaking cringe.
You'd be surprised. Yeah,
that's the other thing that drives me crazy is the lack of consistency on cringe. We like to call out cringe stuff, but this is a really important documentary, is what Jeremy said. Yeah, if it's a smoking gun on the Bidens, go right ahead. Investigate all the politicians.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't
Heck
care.
yeah.
And yes, there is something with Hunter Biden. Yeah, there is.
Yep. But that's the thing. But there's stuff with Trump too, and so like both sides. I saw a video actually of Elvis today, today, where back in the day they were asking Elvis, because he served and everything, and they were asking him about the political climate back then and with Vietnam, and if he had been drafted for service, what would he have done, and blah blah blah. And he just looked at the girl and he's just like, I choose not to talk about that stuff. He says I'm an entertainer and that's what I do. And he's like, my opinion about stuff doesn't matter, so I keep it to myself. And then the interviewer went further and said, well, would you say that all entertainers should be that way? And he said, no, I can't even say that. He says, I'm just telling you, for me, I'm not going to get into that. And I just wish more entertainers would do that. I wish more celebrities would just keep their mouth shut. Nobody needs to know everything that everybody thinks. Everybody doesn't need to be some political analyst or some political, make some political statement every time they turn around. This is obviously, when it comes to geeks and gamers, the thing is, look, there's some good people. There's some good people that are connected to it. There are some people who have weird to nefarious motives. Let's just be honest, right? Mm-hmm. At the best case, it's really weird motives.
Well, they use Gina too.
Yeah, worst case, it's nefarious. But with Gina Carano, they just latched on to her, and but the thing is, I think she was looking for some validation at the time, and I think she was looking for some support, and she found it in that group. And so, right or wrong, she felt validated. And anytime you make a statement and you have other people come around and start cheering you on, it excites you, and it digs your roots even deeper into your statement, and you start saying even more things because you feel empowered, and so but that's the thing is we all have the ability to say anything that we want to say. But I think I saw a comment just a few minutes ago. It doesn't give it freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. So you can't just say whatever, whenever. And when you're working for a company, you're representing that company, and you got to keep that in mind.
This just in. Here we go. Hold on.
This just in.
Breaking news.
It's a Muppet news flash.
Well, here we go.
Here it goes, brother.
Here we go. Guess who's leading the way with the articles about? Remember my theory, Zeno, at the beginning of the stream?
Who's it, dude?
That it's for marketing.
Oh yeah.
Breitbart is the one leading away with these articles, and they're the ones that produced the film.
Oh, okay. So
Gina Carano's Twitter account deleted. That she. This is all part of the plan. All part of the plan.
That's interesting, yeah. But now people in the chat are saying that Gina would never go back to Disney. What do you think about that? Given the right amount of money, did you think she would go back?
Absolutely. It's just like I say about all these people with WB when everybody's like, "Oh, the creatives are never going to go back to Warner Brothers. The creatives." And I'm sorry, yes, I'm making fun of RJ, and RJ knows it. I love him, but you know what I mean. It's like this creative thing. No, you know what? It's just like the Batgirl director said. You know what? You give me another project, I'm going back. The thing is like. It's the entertainment industry.
It's only going to be so many places you could go to anymore.
Exactly. There's only so many places you can work. And you're going to tell me that you don't want to work for the biggest companies in the world where you can make the most money, get the most exposure. Bullcrap. Unless you're walking away from the industry and you don't want to be a part of it anymore, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it when somebody, I wouldn't work for that company anymore. Yeah, given the right time and circumstances or whatever, yes. Yes, you would. And yes, things change. Things happen. And, apologies are made, concessions are made. And if somebody is considered a draw, or if somebody can make something happen, most likely it'll happen. Because if something it makes money, if something is marketable, Gina Carano is marketable. She was definitely marketable. Whether she's damaged that to the point where she's not, I don't know. But
here's the thing.
Go ahead, Zena. Saying that she jumped a shark. Let's be real here. Gina is far gone. She's young. She's not far gone. There's people there that want to see her on film.
Here's the other thing that I want to talk about with figure drawing. I don't think celebrities should keep their mouth shut unless they spread hate. In theory, yes. But in actual the way people are so sensitive about politics, I don't think in 2022, seeing how extreme people are on both sides of politics and how they react, how the consumer reacts, I would say keep your mouth shut unless you want a political career. It's not worth it. It's not worth it anymore. It's not.
I like the way Jade thinks.
Oh, okay, Jade. All right.
Shots fired.
All right. Let's watch this a little bit more here.
Why?
What's up, Garguts?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I think it's hilarious how many people are already assuming that it's fiction of some sort because I don't know that that's true. I have not seen it. You know, and
God,
others
awkward.
couldn't help but point out the expected nature of her downfall. In 1.5 years, Gina Carano has gone from being on the verge of getting her own Mandalorian.
Yes.
Do you ever watch a YouTuber or a video from like a social media construct, you know, kind of thing, you know, whether it be YouTube, whether it be TikTok, whether it be, you know, Instagram, whatever, and you just listen to people and you go, this person has a fan base.
Yes.
How?
Because they're on the internet.
How though? Because it's got to be his position, which just scares me. Because does that mean that like just anybody if you support a position like that,
failing upwards, and like Jeremy and all them rest used to like to say that's what happens in entertainment with lefties in Hollywood, which that can be accurate. I've never seen more people fail upward than on the internet.
I just don't know, man. I just listen to people who aren't entertaining. They're droning on.
Yes, they all they do. It's not that hard, Enosh. It's not that hard. You have to have people that just don't care about quality and just spam the same talking point over and over and over again, and don't play.
But then I see people who are quality.
If you have variety and diversity of thought, it's not going to help you in the algorithm.
It's just that
you have to make the exact same content over and over and over again.
But that's the thing. It's like it's mindless. It's mind.
Yes, it is mindless.
It's mind numbing.
And
listening to their droning voices.
Only a certain kind of now. There's exceptions to the rule. There's some people that have diversity of content and do good, but it's rare occasion on YouTube. The people that succeed basically make the same video over and over and over again. Don't have any new opinions. Just the same thing. The same content. That's why. You do different types of content. That's why people split their live stream channel and their other channel. It messes with my algorithm. No, it's because you're just spamming the algorithm with the exact same opinion over and over and over again.
I feel like I mean, Matt's in there. Matt, at least though, listen, people can say whatever they want to about you, Matt, but the thing is you come across as intelligent and you actually have a conversation.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well. We could tease Matt, but we could tease any of our friends. I mean, but the thing is that I feel like sometimes when you look at like the numbers that some of these channels do, and you look at the support and what some of these channels are bringing in, and you just go, God, do I just need to come on my channel just every day, just drooling like an idiot and like spewing a bunch of nonsense, and that's what's gonna get like attention?
Well,
I was mean? Like instead of actually trying to like Max, there's been many times where like I'll do a character or I'll do a a bit, and people take it seriously and like whatever, but it's like I feel like sometimes we're putting too much quality into what we're doing, and maybe we should just dumb it all down for the masses, right? I mean, it's dumb.
Well, here's the thing. I was actually thinking about doing
right. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about I can't do the same thing over and over. I have ADD and I do all kinds of stuff, and that's why I do movie talk and I do reactions and and I wanted to do I got to get gaming back into my channel as well.
You keep saying that it never happens.
I'm working on it. Matt, you can only come on if I don't know. It's up to Zeno. This is the Zeno show tonight. I don't want any problems tonight. No going after each other. What was I gonna say? Oh, this is a topic I was actually gonna say. I actually think hate sells more. Sex sells. I think hate sells more than sex on the internet nowadays.
I think so too.
I think
It's like
hate
Jade
sells-
said, is confirmation bias is their bread and butter. They validating everybody's opinion or the wrong opinion, the easy opinion, reaffirming. And who knows? There's probably new people that are going to watch.
I hear
need to know.
twerking sells too.
Hey, I saw that episode. It was my favorite episode of She-Hulk. I laughed so much.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised since you're such a prude.
Me? I'm a prude? I don't have a problem with twerking.
Apparently, the internet does.
You want to twerk, Eno or Zeno? Go right ahead.
I saw Saggy try to twerk.
Yeah, that was like watching Elaine dance.
That was embarrassing.
From Seinfeld, it was pretty bad. Honestly, not that I thought about it. I thought she could have done better. Not that I thought about Saggy twerking ever.
Of course, she could do better.
But-
She didn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
Nothing moved.
Oh, okay.
Nothing shook.
All right. Well, if that's okay, I'm gonna send them a link. I'm not gonna stay awake past 5 though. Just so.
No, I'm getting ready to go in here in a minute too. I just wanted to pop in and say because like I said, I was playing my pinball machine. I was playing my Star Wars pinball machine, listening to you guys. I was looking for something to listen to while I played pinball. And
Hey, Zeno, just come on, you and me. Yeah.
And so
That's
you guys
how it
started
always
talking, and
starts.
It was like, should we send Enosh a link? I was like, yeah. So
That's how it always starts. Max
I-
says
that's-
you
that's
just gotta
how-
invite one person on,
I like everyone.
and then as soon as
I can't help it, Zeno. You know how I am. I like everyone.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do. I generally like everyone. Most people.
Nah, nobody likes everybody.
hulking out, brother. Hulking out right through my
No.
my yellow underwear there.
We want to see how close the Hot Toys to Cavill.
Hulk Hogan is twerking better than Saggy.
Pinball machines are great. Yeah, I still
got
got
the Star Wars. Got the Star Wars pinball machine, man.
When are we gonna have a lounge con?
Lounge con. We're talking about next year. We're talking about next year actually doing it out in Vegas.
Vegas. Oh man, Vegas can be hard for me to get to.
I mean, it's usually a cheap flight though.
I hate flying. I'll think about it.
Flying is fine, but
I was
the
gonna
crashing-
drive. I was gonna drive to your house. Yeah.
You could drive to my house too, man. You can come up here. We can have our own thing, dude.
Yeah.
But we're talking about next year sometime doing a thing out at the Sci-Fi Center and seeing who will come out and hang out for like a few days and a couple days and yes, do some streaming with everybody. Live audience there at the Sci-Fi Center. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we saw William upgraded his setup at the Sci-Fi Center.
Heck yeah. So he's doing good. We got Jimbo on there with Quantum Gaming. We got
How did this became a
we got
Anthony
Brian.
on promo?
Yeah, we got Brian on there. I don't know, man. I'm hoping that what's his name is going to be coming back here pretty soon. Gosh, I'm so tired. I got to
Jiving with Jack.
Jiving with Jack. I'm hoping Jiving with Jack comes back here pretty soon.
That's never coming back.
Jack has had a lot of stuff go on in his life, and so that we haven't really addressed that. Like, people have asked me about like where Jack is, but Jack has just had some personal stuff go on in his life. There was no like falling out. He didn't like leave the channel or anything. He's still very much connected. We just haven't. He just has not been able to stream, and so
What happened to your wife streaming?
So she's streaming too, but the summer happened. That's
Yeah,
honestly
people
what
are
happened.
busy in the summer.
Plus, like her show, she's doing. They're still doing Babes in Toyland. They're still doing it, but like she's got Wonder Meg on the show with her, and so it's gonna be her, Wonder Meg, and our friend Sophie, which is Cylon Scotty's wife, and so they're just trying to negotiate that, and then the summer's just been really hard for the three of them to do it, and so yeah, but it's still coming. They just I had hoped that it was supposed to start back in July, and then Tiffany got super busy, and we all got busy, and yeah, like I said, our whole family, like when I say we've been busy, it's not like a cop out thing of like, oh, we're busy. It's like seriously, man, I've been like crashing, like
Yeah, I know. I've been calling you. I'd be like, oh, you sound drained. You're not in a bad way. Happy drained. Like it's good stuff.
I know, man. I looked in the mirror for the first time like a couple days ago, and I thought I looked tired. Like usually, like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh yeah, I'm like I'm fine, and stuff. People are like, you look tired. Nah, I feel great. But like the other day, I looked in the mirror and I was like, dang.
Here's the opposite end where they attack. Oh, they're just trying to blame fans. It's just done to,
yes,
to
Garguts,
make
we
us
still do
look
giveaways.
bad.
This is my latest giveaway right here. Is Scare Glow. It's the one currently going on from Masters of the Universe. And then the next one will be a 10-inch Superman pop or a 10-inch He-Man pop.
10 inches.
David Riley likes to use that Zack Snyder. I'm not affiliated. He says that about a lot of them.
That's great, David. That's awesome.
But look at this Twitter activity. They all believe it, like that she's being censored because of Biden. Biden went after her because of the movie. Listen, the proof that it's coming out just means that they're not being censored.
Do they really believe it?
What?
No, they're just tweeting.
No, I think they do. I think a lot of these people do.
Well, you lie to yourself long enough,
She's constantly trending on this. Oh, they don't want the truth out with the they got suspended. She breathed. I've seen a lot of this over the last few days.
I don't know. I don't know what.
May I ask for an explanation? She did it herself. That's the explanation. The Twitter bannings. This is the start of Dark Biden.
This is all Twitter, and everything that's said on Twitter is bullshit.
Yeah.
Nothing on Twitter.
Dark Biden.
So all these little words don't mean anything. At least.
Okay. Where'd happen to Matt Jarbo? Matt's like, I want to get on, and then he's not here. Okay.
I'll be right back.
You'll be right back. Uh-oh. What's that about? G.I. Joe shirt. Enosh.
Oh, it's just a hoodie.
Well,
I love G.I. Joe.
If Matt doesn't get here in a few
America,
minutes, we're probably going to end anyway.
Yeah. Come along to save the mother effing day, yeah, America. Yeah. Freedom is the only way I'll terrorist your days through. 'Cause now you got to answer to America.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, I just got home, so.
Oh, I would love you to make a topic on how completely manufactured this Gina Carano.
Hold on, I got the Magic 8-Ball. Is Gina Carano coming back to Disney? Oh, Magic 8-Ball said no. My sources say no. So there you go.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Magic 8-Ball says that.
That she's not going to come back. I mean, she might come back. Like I don't think they're going to like.
This is what's so funny, Matt, is she could have just done this and kept her job at Lucasfilm, taking herself off of Twitter.
Yeah, but I agree with you that it was definitely a coordinated thing. You know what I mean? It's like because she deleted herself because she wasn't suspended. And what's funny is
the Biden speech. Right after.
Yeah. And so I actually said, like, what did I say here? I said, oh, nothing of value was lost.
You mean this, Jade?
What is that?
This is the Iraqi sympathizer Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh.
Oh, God.
One of the worst gimmicks that ever happened in the history of wrestling, yet so good at the same time. I don't know. He even had the little boots and everything.
I'm not going to make that figure again. Probably not. Where were you, Matt?
I was at a movie.
Awesome.
Today, since today was National Theater Day or whatever it is, Cinema Day, and tickets are only $3. My friend and I went to go see Jaws in IMAX.
Nice.
Which, yeah, it was. I haven't seen Jaws in 25 years, I think. So.
Did it look good in IMAX? Like,
you know what? I mean, like, sure, you know, it looked looked fine. Like you can't really do that much with it in regards to like IMAX, but the sound was really good. And a couple of the jump scares actually got the audience. Like I was surprised at that. So
You know what I want to do? I want to do that thing where there's a lake near us that shows Jaws every year out on the lake, and you're out in your inner tube, basically, or just sitting in the lake watching Jaws in the water at night.
You know, sharks have been seen in lakes before.
Well, it's a
And
man-made
rivers.
lake, but yeah,
Well,
I just think that would be like like a freaky thing, even knowing that you're just in a lake,
Yeah.
or whatever,
No.
it still would freak you out being in the water at night and not being able, it's just that idea of not being able to see what's under the water,
Yeah, no thanks.
Well, Matt, I've got to ask you this: why, if they make their living off calling out cringe and entertainment, they will not say that this trailer is cringe? It's like the cringiest thing I've seen in years.
yeah. Yeah, I showed my friend the trailer tonight before the
It's
movie
that
started.
bad.
He was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's terrible. We should watch it."
Zeno had a kind of funny joke at the beginning.
I haven't seen it. What's
He's
it
like,
called again?
My Son Hunter.
It's like
I'll watch.
Gina's not it's not accurate. She's not young enough.
My Son Hunter.
There's yeah, it's like Gina plays a Secret Service agent. I think just called
So
like
so it's a movie?
it's a movie. Yeah.
Biden lets her sniff her hair. Like she's well aware that he's sniffing her hair, and she just lets her in one of the images. It's like really weird.
Okay, I'm watching it right now, so you can get my live impression.
I mean, it's the cringiest thing I've seen. It's way cringier than anything in She-Hulk.
Oh, I was expecting Jason Statham.
This was one of the funnier ones. Disney seeing the trailer for Gina Carano movie after almost giving her entire Star Wars show to lead.
Okay, hold on a second.
We gotta reacting to.
Do we have to sit in silence while Enosh watches this horrible thing?
I guess so, maybe. Sure.
I think the audience is seeing you fight, Matt, but so
I'm too tired to fight right now.
Nope.
Like,
I don't have.
I am.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
a boo boo. There. I'm done. I don't care.
Well, probably going to go to sleep right before 5.
There's no
'Cause I don't
reason
wanna-
for us to fight, you crazy people in the audience. What is this, blood sports? I don't have a problem with that.
I don't understand what's going on with Enosh here. I think
I don't know.
Oh, they break the fourth wall.
Yes, it's like yeah.
It's like She-Hulk. This was not as if. Wait, what?
So it's a comedy, like I said.
It's not a comedy. I think it's supposed to be. They're thinking parody.
It's supposed to be a parody. Yeah, it's supposed to be a comedy. Yeah,
I didn't think so. I thought
it's
they were.
it's
trying
supposed
to
to
make
be
it
like
straight.
well, it's supposed to be like a shocking comedy. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you won't believe what happened next, sort of thing, and it's ridiculously stupid. That's
I would take She-Hulk twerking over that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so upset by She-Hulk twerking. I watched the episode.
Oh no, it's ruined relationships on the internet right now. It's like people are upset about twerking.
See, here's the thing though, is I didn't even really care for the episode. I thought it was okay, but it was like the twerking was like that was not the problem of the episode.
Yeah, so that was bad.
Yes, that was bad.
That was wow, that was what the hell?
Cringe. It was cringe.
What is she doing?
Her scenes in that trailer were some of the worst.
Is she narrating the whole
Yes.
thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Oh no, she
Yeah.
narrates the whole thing.
Yeah, she's
What?
not the main character, but she's like the perspective. So she's narrating being a Secret Service agent, like working with Hunter Biden. I don't know. It's very stupid.
She's looking rather
Mars.
What are we? We're a group of tired movie talk morons.
Like last night though, I had to go pick up my girlfriend at like 5 a.m. So I was awake for over 24 hours and I slept for a few. So that's why I'm so tired. I'm like, oh my God. But
yeah, I shouldn't be up really.
No, I should be in bed.
Gina is clearly making great career decisions right now.
Yeah, that's not a good. Well, you know, but you know the thing is, well,
there's no coming back if he doesn't.
Well, no, that's not true either. That's not true either because you know what? There's a lot of actors who fell out of good graces with things and did a lot of like really cringy, low budget
but
crap.
they had
and then all of a sudden something
before.
happens, something changes, and all of a sudden they're back in good graces and they're back on the big screen and they're the comeback story of the year.
But
you know?
they were prolific once in their career. She was never very talented actress. She was passable. And someone that the fans get behind, but those are people that were really popular.
You know what? She'll end up like on a TV show somewhere. And then if she ever has any kind of comeback, it'll be because she ends up on a TV show.
Do you think Dark Biden took her out and that's why she's off Twitter?
No, well, the thing is like the whole thing with Joe Biden and this like Dark Brandon stuff is really funny because like it's got conservatives kind of spooked. It's really funny to watch because like they just keep freaking out. But I don't think that's why she left. I have a feeling it's because the trailer is terrible and people are maybe making fun of her. It's a pretty bad trailer. It's like
I think it's a good marketing for the target market that's into conspiracy theories and thinks that they're trying to censor her because she's coming out with a movie about the president. And Breitbart's behind this marketing campaign. And it also happened that she decided to do it right after the speech, which a lot of conservatives had an issue with.
Well, I mean, people genuinely don't like being called fascists. I've learned that. But I don't know. I think dude, everything's performative these days. So
we all look like shit. We're tired. What should we call it a night? Yeah, I was gonna say, what else does he have to say? And he just looks like he's gonna pass out.
Well, you know what though. I want to kind of William, who I normally like to bicker with on a lot of different ways, made a really great point last night on RJ's stream. I don't know if you were listening to that, Max.
Randomly, I should have been asleep then too.
Yeah. We were talking about like how comic books don't sell, even though comic book movies are like the predominant entertainment, and he was saying that it's our job. No, it's not because of woke, but he said it's our job to become like the ambassador for the product, right? And I was like, yeah, that's a really solid way of looking at it because, I don't know about you guys, but like the biggest joy I get in this whole YouTube game is like literally just talking about something. Like not like, movie news necessarily, but like why a movie is good or why you had fun with something. Yeah. Like it's like I had fun the other night, just even though Lord of the Rings was getting trashed by everybody, like we talked about it on my stream and I had a great time just talking to the audience about it. So, I mean,
Matt, you're going to do a 4-hour stream about Warhammer 40K.
I am. Yeah. The guy's paying me $50 an hour. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So there's
I'll do it.
So there's a guy from Israel.
I know. Yeah.
Who wants to watch, what's it called? Warhammer stuff all the time. And his birthday's in a couple days. Yeah. So for his birthday, he wants me to watch and react to this Warhammer thing. He's like, he's like paying me to like hang out with him on his birthday. But like, he's like 10 hours ahead of me in time zones.
OnlyFans.
Sure. I mean,
so it's a new. Yeah.
What do I put like I don't know what I do with that.
It's like a Patreon level. Like you can hang out with me for so much money.
I mean, like, I'm not going to turn it down, man.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you PayPal me that shit though, man. I ain't going through super chats.
Right.
They ain't going to get their 30%.
Exactly.
I'm going to cut out the middleman. I don't need no pimp.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, man, it's
hey, $50 an hour.
50
4 hours.
$50.
Well, it's but the thing is though, like the movie he wants me to watch is like 2.5 hours long, and then like react to other stuff. So he's giving me things to watch. Like he's
I know
already
the
been
movie.
sending them to me.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, man.
Wait,
Like,
hold on. It's a guy from Israel. Is this the same guy who wanted you to put him down?
What?
What?
Wasn't there a guy like that wanted to pay you to like?
Oh,
insult
no,
him or
no,
something?
no. That was a Jody's Corner guy.
Oh, okay.
No, he was from. No, I think that
I'll put
guy's
him
from.
down
Like,
for free.
yeah, no, that was weird. That was weird. He's like, yeah, I'll pay you. Like, I'll become a patron if you like say mean things to me. It's my kink. I'm like, no,
No.
I'm not gonna do that, man. Like, because that's weird.
Yeah,
that's just too weird. Like, I'll watch Warhammer. I'm fine with watching Warhammer.
I am giving the 5-minute warning because what the hell am I doing up at 5 a.m. in the morning?
Max, the stifler of
No,
commentary.
I have to go over to my mother's.
You tell
in the
people,
morning.
beg people to like the stream, and then you say, "Oh, we're going to end in 5 minutes."
We've gone, and I was just one reaction, and then I saw you around, Zeno, and I brought you on, and then I saw Eno. This is what always happens. I have to go somewhere in the morning to help my mother. She wants me to do a bunch of things at her house. So
You could say no.
yeah. I'm the
Mother's
go-to
overbearing.
person.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
yourself.
it is okay, Max, to tell someone to pound sand, even if that person
Not
is your
my
mother. Especially
She
if
does a
it's your
lot for
mother.
me. She does a lot.
Especially if it's your mom. Your mom should know that just because she
I'm-
birthed you doesn't mean she owns you. You're not a slave, Max.
I
Mama's
live
boy.
close. I am a mama's boy. Yes, absolutely.
Is your mother your best friend?
We became really close when my dad had some really bad issues. We've always been close, but we've become reliant on each other because of my father's history.
Sure, I get that, man.
So my dad is incapable of doing anything. So, but yes, that I have to go over there and do some stuff. So, any closing thoughts?
Like Matt was saying, being a YouTuber and talking about subjects, it's fun to open other people's eyes to stuff. And like I watch your show, Matt, pretty much every time you're on.
I do like retaliation. I think retaliation is better than the first one. But
What?
I mean,
Oh,
neither
what?
one of them are perfect.
Talking about something- no.
Whoa. Well, hold on. Retaliation is fun, but Rise of Cobra was a better movie.
No,
Hey,
it
Cobra.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Snake
No, it
Eyes. That was
no. Retaliation is more of a GI Joe episode.
Snake Eyes.
It's more of a GI Joe thing than Rise of Cobra was by
about
a
Snake Eyes?
long shot. By a long shot. Yeah, you could make the argument that the GI Joe Rise of Cobra was maybe a better movie, but I enjoy Retaliation more because you actually get to see stuff that is G.I. Joe. Even though they did a stupid thing and killed off like all the Joes and they made Roadblock a leader just because he's the Rock. I mean, when Flint is a warrant officer and literally right there, him and Lady J, Flint is my favorite G.I. Joe of all time. And Roadblock is not even anywhere near leadership in the ranks. And so to kill off Duke is one thing, but Duke isn't even the leader. I mean, like, where was General Hawk? General Hawk should be back at the pit. So there should still be a G.I. Joe. You can't tell me that the entire G.I. Joe force was right there in that little cubby hole that like they just destroyed. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, especially when they had the pit. So whatever. Beyond that though, even though they did all that and stuff like that, the fact that they got Flint, Lady J, Roadblock, and they introduced Bruce Willis' character Joe Colton, and but you have a Cobra Commander who's actually in the Cobra Commander suit doing stuff like taking over the country and flying Cobra flags at the White House. That is such a G.I. Joe cartoon thing to show. You got Zartan posing as the president. You've got Snake Eye. You got a better Snake Eye. You got a really cool Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow story in the movie. And yeah, it's much more of an adventure than that.
What
But
you know who wrote it, right?
Mm-mm.
The same guys who did Deadpool.
Did they?
And Zombieland, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I love it. I love it. I will still say that the best GI Joe movie
Snake Eyes.
is the no. That's not a G. That I'll leave right now. No. It's the cartoon is GI Joe.
Resolute.
Resolute
Yeah.
is perfect.
Oh, really?
It's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
Resolute was awesome.
Chef's kiss right there.
And that was a Cartoon Network thing too.
Yeah.
If I recall, that came out because like they were really like Paramount was really heavily pushing GI Joe: Rise of Cobra. Like a lot of ancillary material too. Like the Resolute movie came out, and then they also did the GI Joe. I think it's like Invasion of Cobra Island. Did you ever watch that?
I don't think I've seen that.
It's think Robot Chicken, but like, well, nowhere near as good as Robot Chicken. But they took old GI Joe toys, and they turned it into like I think like a 20-minute or 30-minute little thing. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. But it's like,
send that to me.
Let me find it real quick. 'Cause it was like I saw this when it came out. It was wild. Yes. Hold on. GI Joe: Invasion of Cobra Island.
I think GI Joe is one of those things that they got to get back to basics with, and the problem is that the 80s, that story of GI Joe was such a specific thing, right? That people grew up with the GI Joe versus Cobra storyline versus the thing that had been in the 60s where it was just army guy or adventure guy, kind of stuff. You actually had a storyline, and the problem is that the GI Joe fandom is actually split between two factions. You have a GI Joe faction of kids who grew up with the cartoons, which I grew up with the cartoons. Every once in a while I would grab a comic book, but most of it was I grew up with the cartoons. So my ideas of what those characters should be was based on the cartoons. The other faction of kids grew up literally on the comics where GI Joe started, because GI Joe, that storyline started in the comics first and then was translated over to a cartoon. So because of that, there's a divide in what people say that they want and what they don't want, and what people accept and what they don't accept. I think you just got to get back to basics. You got to tell a decent story. You got to not change anything.
No.
And I don't know if you actually just tell a period story. Like, you know what I mean? Like do like a Top Gun thing. A lot of GI Joe stuff was taken from Top Gun after that movie came out even. So, look, as a flag.
I didn't bring up GI Joe.
No, but I mean, I own a USS flag. I mean,
Oh
I got
my
my GI Joe is my jam, man. So when
know.
people ask me questions about GI Joe, I'm gonna answer. So
What do you have me bring up?
You got the link to it?
It's 5:01, and you have me bring up GI Joe: The Invasion of Cobra.
Oh no! I was saying that for Enosh. No.
Oh,
This
okay.
Is,
I'm like,
no.
oh,
It's
God.
and if you watch it, you'll get a content claim because I've watched it on stream before.
Okay.
Well, now I got it, so I'll definitely take a look at it.
Yeah, it's only like 13 minutes.
I hate
it's
to
short.
be a party pooper or cut the party short, but I got to get to bed. It's 5:01.
You don't hate that.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I'm enjoying conversation. It's just I do have to get some sleep.
I have to finish editing TikToks, so yay.
I promise my community here, I will not do old man cringe TikToks like my other friends. You will not get that on MME.
I make quality top tier true crime content, Max. I don't know what you're talking about.
TikTok cringe.
Are you saying that my TikToks are cringe?
I'm saying that mine are scripted with a teleprompter.
No. I'm saying, well, but nobody cares about teleprompted stuff. You know what people want? People just want you to come on there and be like, "So hey guys,
I think
this happened."
No offense. I think all TikToks cringe.
It is not.
Nah, you got to get into it. Honestly, Gen X, Gen Y TikTok is very interesting.
I thought TikTok was an app for girls.
No, it's not. It's for a lot of different people. No,
it's
like
once you get into the algorithm and the algorithm figures out what kind of content that you want, it's the same as YouTube or any other platform. Yeah. You just have to get my kids say, I mean, my TikTok feed is completely different than my kids. And what's funny is I started doing social media stuff for my buddy Greg for his dog treat company, Bully Sticks Direct. And when I started doing that, I'm making like 2 TikTok videos a day on his channel and putting out content for that and making YouTube content for him. But the funny thing is, when I'm on his channel, I forget what it's like when you first sign up with TikTok, because all you get is girls in bikinis. That's all you get, and dancing girls. That's all you get. And I forgot, because when I got that back in 2020, when my kids first showed me TikTok, I literally just deleted it. I was like, I don't need this. I don't need to look at this all day. And then I re-downloaded it because they started sending me funny videos and stuff like that. So I re-downloaded it, and once I started looking stuff up myself and getting content that I wanted, then it was fine. But it's funny because I'm reminded of that now, being on my buddy's now doing stuff for his business, because anytime I go to look for content, and I realize immediately, oh yeah, I'm on the Bully Sticks one. Because yep, here's 5 videos in a row of girls in bikinis. Yep, okay, that's why. Yep, all right, so it's just like anything, Max. You just got to get with it, man.
Max is
I am not TikToking. I can't make. I have a hard time making videos under.
You'll be the only person on TikTok.
It's
Dr.
easier,
Doom
dude.
Mask.
Yeah, dude, you would probably kill on TikTok, dude. You seriously, man. Minute videos, man. You just coming on in your Dr. Doom mask and like making a statement about something, dude. And you know what? I'll tell you this. There's a lot of great creators on TikTok who are like us, who are sick of the nonsense. I have gotten in with a lot of great Star Wars creators who are sick of the internet people like Geeks and Gamers, stuff like that, hating on Star Wars all the time, or hating on everything that they love, hating on pop culture stuff that they love and everything. And I know that there's people still out there that are going to be like that on TikTok. I mean, Ryan Kindle's on TikTok, for God's sake.
He is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, now I'm coming to TikTok to take out the Kindleman.
Oh yeah, man. Kindle's on TikTok. They're all on TikTok, dude. Geeks and Gamers on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok.
Now
the quartering's on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok. You gotta come over there and fight the good fight, brother, because there's good people over there fighting, man. Seriously, I got asked to be a part of a Star Wars group of streamers because of that. And I went over 1,000. I went over 1,000 followers like a couple weeks ago, but I just haven't got around to doing my first live yet on TikTok. But
all
it's
right,
coming.
Well, 2 minutes. We're saying good nights because it's 5:05.
Yeah, it's 5:05. I gotta go. All right, guys.
All right, thank you, Enosh. See you soon.
See
Thank
ya.
you, Zeno. Matt, do you have anything words of wisdom?
I don't know, man. Wipe front to back.
Zeno, do you have any word? No, I showed now Zeno. Zeno, anything you want to say before we end here? All right, good night.
Yeah.
I don't, even when he comes up with something, it's not going to be good.
I got nothing. I'm not a moral authority.
Okay, good. Night, gentlemen. Good night, everyone.
Nighty night.
Good morning, actually.